To the reaper to reverse death, yep, so I can kick it with my granddad, take him for a ride, show him I made something out myself and not just tried, show him the house up.
Hi guys, my name is Nako Nakatsuka. I'm a 4th year chemistry PhD student at UCLA, and today I'll be helping you guys out by going over some general chemistry concepts. And good luck with the course. So now we're going to talk about solutions / molarity, or concentration. So when we talk about solutions of whatever liquid it is, water, ethanol, Coke, whatever you're drinking, we need to know what concentration we have. And so concentration has the unit of molarity. And this is just written as a capital M. Make sure you don't confuse this with a little m, which is for meters. So molarity is the number of moles of the solute, which is basically what you're dissolving into the liquid, divided by the volume of the solution. And so moles is given the abbreviated value of N, and volume can be just written as V. And this has the units of moles per liter. And so if you think about it, let's say I have a cup and I want to make a salt solution. The moles of solute is the amount of grams of substance I have. So let's say I have 10 grams of salt. We have to convert that to moles by dividing by the molar mass. We'll talk about this conversion in a little more detail in a second. And once you end up with the number of moles, you dump that in here. So now you have your salt in here. And then you add a certain volume. So let me draw something to pour water in here. And we're pouring in, let's say, 100 milliliters of water into this salt in order to dissolve it. So now we can tell what the concentration of this salt drink, or whatever it is, salt solution, based upon how much we put in for the salt and how much water we added to dissolve it. So when diluting a solution, the moles of the solute remain the same. So the number of moles that we start out with, initial, is equal to the number of moles that you end up with, and final. So from here, we can rearrange this equation, which was M equals N over V, and write a very important equation called the molarity that you start out with multiplied by the volume that you start out with is equal to the molarity you end up with and the volume that you end up with. So this is an equation that you will encounter so many times in 14A that you might as well memorize it right now. Okay? And sometimes this is written as MAVA equals MBVB. Whatever it is, this is for the initial and this is for the final. So using this equation, let's do an example. E.g. So what volume of 0.0380 molar, so how many sig figs is this? 3, right? 380. Of potassium permanganate, which has the formula KMnO4, but don't worry about that right now. What volume of this solution is needed to prepare 250 milliliters of 1.50 times 10 to the power of negative 3 molar KMnO4. So as you can see, we're starting out with, we can rewrite this in scientific notation, 3.8 times 10 to the power of negative 2. So we're going from the power of negative 2 to negative 3, so we're diluting it, right? And so we need to know how much volume of the initial solution we need in order to prep 250 milliliters of this new, more dilute solution. So the unknown that we're trying to find is V initial, right? So let's rearrange this equation right here so that we can figure this out. V initial is M final multiplied by V final divided by the initial concentration. So from here, it's just plugging it in, 1.5 times 10 to the power negative 3 moles per liter, multiplied by 250 milliliters, but make sure you convert it using the unit conversion we talked about before to 0.250 liters so that the units cancel out, which is really important, divided by the initial concentration, which is 3.80 times 10 to the power negative 2 molar. And we end up with, I can fit it in right here, 9.87 times 10 to the power negative 3 liters. So this is the volume of the initial solution that you need to transfer to prep a 250 milliliter solution of the diluted potassium permanganate.
We on trying to be better than everybody that's better than everybody. Rep Detroit, everybody. Detroit versus everybody. I'm so fucking first class, I can spit up on